So Source really moved me to get in front of the camera, communicate a couple of things to you all. Really wanted to use my voice, really wanted to use my body, my presence to express and explain something to you all. Hence why I'm not made up, hence why I don't know. Like, she literally was like, you don't need makeup, you don't need to pick out what you need to do and what you need to wear. You just need to give it to them fresh, okay? And I wasn't about to film today. I was gonna put it off till tomorrow because I got a headache before I was about to really do it, you know, and set up everything. But she said, no, fuck that. You need to get up and tell them what I have to say right now. So right now, things are getting really extreme. We are in extreme times right now where we are seeing the fall of a lot of things that were at their highest, that were at their peak, that everybody assumed were gonna be there forever. But the reason why these things and these establishments in this country, America, is falling because of falseness and because of lies and because of building what they created off of the backs of other people, God's people, and evil. And people who have been astray and denying who they are on a bigger level have been denying source, have been denying who they actually are and who they were created to be here, to help uplift other people and to help create and to be a part of the rise and the evolution of human beings. So she really wants me to communicate to the people who have been mocking those who were prepared to be the trailblazers for those who are going through the worst at this time. You are in danger because the ones who are making fun of people like me, people that I intended to communicate with and connect to on this channel, the enlightened righteous beings, illumined beings, very powerful, highly intelligent, highly gifted, wise, and remarkably in tune beings who are significantly embodied with source and have a presence with source within them at all times. And things are really dark and are going to continue to be dark, extreme, and heavy, hard, gruesome, and painful for you because of the actions you made towards the righteous, the things you said about the righteous, the things you chose to do behind the righteous back, and then when you got in front of the righteous, you were too much of a coward to express that to them because you weren't really there to lift them up. Although you were in the lives of the righteous to show the righteous and help the righteous to get to the next level by showing them what and who is not for them and what is not benefiting them and what is not actually serving them of their highest good, but keeping them back and getting in the way of their progress. You chose to play that part and you allowed yourself to be used by lower forces to target the righteous and target those who are being used by source to help lead the collective and show the collective the right way and embody higher divine dimensional information, codes, and save space for the for source to fully be present and amongst us within their vessels. It's going to be hard for you because you denied source, what you came from, when it was present in other people. You denied the presence of source and source's plan to help people become familiar with, to become connected to, and to see with their eyes in human form that you were used to, that we're all used to seeing in human form, so that we are prepared for these times and these more extreme and intensive times to come, because things are going to get a lot worse before it gets better. There's a stripping going on. There is decaying happening. There is a fall happening in front of our eyes. And it's so powerful, and it's something we've never seen before. The energy behind it is unstoppable, and it can't be talked out of. Like, this can't be minimized by even the most advanced technology, because they've tried it and they are trying it. They're gonna do that, but you can't stop it. So the people who thought that what was there was gonna stay there, and they weren't allowing themselves to see the signs that source was putting in front of their eyes through people, through other people, you're gonna be chastised bad, because you don't know God. You saw who source and the creator was when it was being embodied by something that you were familiar with seeing, and you still denied it. So that means that you're cut off. That means that you can't be recognized. That means that you're not connected. That means you chose left instead of right. That means you detached yourself. That means you chose opposite of what the hell you came here to do. You chose the evil agenda and being astray and having all the boxes ticked for looking good and seeming like you're successful when it comes to the fake idea of what we say is successful, just so we can keep up with the Joneses, and just so we can seem like we're happy when we're really not. And that happiness is absent of the spiritual and the soul's mission and the spirit body being first. So if you have everything, you have the car, you have the house, you have the job, you have whatever it is that they try to make you think is the way you're supposed to live, and it has nothing to do with source, it has nothing to do with who you are as a spirit, who you are as a soul, you put that first, you're doomed. And you probably were looking at people such as myself and other people that are like me, the righteous, that had to go through a shedding, had to go through a stripping of an ego, a false identity that we had to cling to, or we were clinging to because we had to survive. We had to leave bigger parts and fractions in a whole part of ourselves in other dimensional planes that are now leveling into our plane now, that we are now jumping into in a higher dimension now, because it's time for us to be in the full identity, in the full truth of who we were created to be as beings on this planet. You have to face the consequences between source and you. You're not going to have the opportunity and the luxury for people to surround you, and people you thought were your friends and your family, to come target you and make you feel like you're crazy, and make you feel like you don't know what you're doing, and make you feel like you're lost, and make you feel like you don't know what's going on, and you just lost connection. You just lost connection of who you are, and lost connection of reality, and you're just wandering, and you're just allowing yourself to be led down the wrong path, because it's actually what people are afraid to do, because they don't want to know who they really are. They don't want to uncover. They don't want to take off the mask that everybody has been programmed to wear, you're not going to have that luxury, because it's just going to be you and the divine. And a lot of you are feeling it. A lot of you are feeling it right now. You feeling her. Because see, we all know God to be a man. And that's not entirely true. This is why everything is so chaotic and destructive right now, because you cannot have a God without there being a balance of the feminine. And this is why we see women standing up and women being empowered now, and women coming, you know, embracing their sexuality more and doing what men do, but better, because the feminine energy is coming back to the planet, which is therefore balancing everything out and tearing things down to be recreated, which is feminine energy. Feminine energy is creation. All that stuff that was holding us together that nobody wanted to talk about is coming in and rebuilding things and balancing out the masculine energy that has been corrupted and that has been causing destruction over the masses. So just like a mother bear, when you take its child away, or just like a lion, when you mess with its cubs, you don't want to be in the middle. You don't want to be on the other end of when that bear, that mother bear or that mother lion come for your ass. And a lot of y'all got the mother coming for y'all ass because y'all messed with her cubs. Because a lot of y'all think y'all got away with it, and you didn't. Because Source was waiting for the right moment to catch your ass slipping, to back your ass into a corner, to lead your ass into a dead end, to handle your ass. So I mean, you're not gonna have the luxury of having a couple of pea-brained people with no vision, who are, you know, like a kid spiritually coming at you and trying to attack you. They're not the creator. They didn't create you. They didn't create the world. Okay, they can say whatever the hell they want to say, but you got the creator coming for your ass. You got the creator assembling things in your life for you to have to face the consequences of you coming for people that you ain't have no business coming for, but you chose to be used by lower forces, because that's what people don't understand. When you're coming and targeting people that are righteous, and you're coming and you're trying to be vindictive, and you're trying to get a kick out of making these people feel crazy, or you're trying to make these people feel like they don't know what they're doing or what they're talking about because they're being re-innovative and they're actually shining in the light of their truth. They're grounding their power here. And that shit is scary when you start doing that in the beginning. You're gonna look crazy because it's not what people are used to. People are used to people being asleep and being astray and just doing what everybody else wants them to do to fit in. And when you start channeling and you start receiving and you start grounding all your power back home to you, that shit, it's not fun. Because then you have to feel all the stuff that is not really who you are being ripped away from you. You have to understand that when you start changing significantly on the inside to where you don't recognize who you are, you have to become a completely different person than what you're used to allow Source to fully be there. To allow your power, to allow your gifts, to allow your connection to Source to really be there, to permeate there, to marinate there, to sit in that. And then the transition between you seeing shit that you're doing wrong, the way you think, the way you behave, the people you're surrounded by, the people you continue to allow in your life, and all of that, how that's connected to who you're not really supposed to be, that shit hurts. And if you done that, congratulations, because you're going to be rewarded for that. All this shit that's happening and going left and being shut the fuck down and being brought the fuck down, if you chose the opposite and you chose to be led by Source and you save space for Source and you were connected to your guides, doing your energetic work and helping this grid to be developed for these higher divine dimensional frequencies to be implanted in and embedded in, to be here so that we can evolve, so we can finally move the fuck forward as a human race, you're gonna be rewarded because you're doing what the hell you came here to do. You didn't get scared. You didn't say, oh, well, everybody's doing this. I'm just going to keep doing that and continue to look stupid, even though I see signs of this awakening happening and occurring. I see signs of enlightenment and, you know, everything changing into something we never even expected before, in ways that we can't even make sense of entirely. But I'm gonna make sure that I'm preparing myself, my mind, my spirit. I'm strengthening my connection to my spirit. I'm strengthening my connection to my soul, because that's where the true wealth is. That if you have connection to your spirit and your soul right now, and you know how to, you're there first, you're rich. You're rich. If you are connected to who you are on the inside right now, and you know who you are as a spirit, and you have the ability to connect to the cosmos, receive information, receive wealth, receive abundance, receive prosperity, receive whatever you need, because that's what it's there for. That's where you come from. You are entitled. You are open. You have access to that. You are rich. You have been establishing your connection to that. You have been establishing your understanding and how to use that, how to utilize that energy, that connection, that part of who you are. You're rich. And that is about to start showing in the physical. If you're spiritual, you're about to be the one that's wealthy and rich, because that's something, you're internally wealthy. You're not just a hollow vessel bombarded by shit that is man-made, that is of the earth, that ain't even from the whole truth, the whole creator that created your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister, your cousins, the planets, the plants, the trees, the animals, the stars, the sun. You're connecting to all of that, and all of what's making that function. You're connecting that and honing into that as it is within yourself. You're rich. And people see that. You're burning bright. You're blazing. You have this fire about you. You have this sacred anointed fire swirling around you that you don't even realize. You don't even see. But the people that's trying to target you and make you dim your light for them to feed off of, they see that. It's clear to them. It's like it's burning through their eye sockets. They don't know. That's why they don't know. They don't know how to respond in a way where they can match you. They get obsessive, and they try to make all types of negative situations where you're looked at badly, or you're impacted badly, to where you feel like you need to dim that, or you need to box yourself in. You need to tone yourself down for them, because they aren't matching you. They don't have the ability to match you and meet you where you're at. And that's a dangerous fucking thing, for you to not be in connection to your spirit and your soul right now, for you to be in this illusion that makes you weird, or that makes you like you're crazy, or you're supposed to be poor. Let me tell you something. Right now, we're in dark times where things are hidden. The truth is hidden. The truth of who we are is hidden. A lot of people don't know. They don't know where they come from. They don't know who they really are. They don't know that they're a spirit first. After they die, they can't bring all this fake success and these material items and the things that they cling to make them look more powerful and make them look more valuable than they really are. You can't bring that shit with you, baby. You cannot bring that with you. What you bring with you, what's animating your body. You can't see what's animating your body, but you feel it. It's hidden. Our eyes would not even be able to comprehend most of the people out here, the righteous people, the illuminated people, if we was able to see our fucking spirits. It's the same thing with angels. We love angels. We need angels. Their presence is holy and divine, but like the motherfuckers in Bird Box, if you were to really see them, you really wouldn't think their asses was beautiful. You really wouldn't think their asses was there to help you. Your mind wouldn't be able to process what the hell your eyes are looking at. But as a spirit, as a soul, that's something that's hidden. And right now, there's changes happening on an energetic level that we can't comprehend, that are completely tearing down things and eliminating things that were never supposed to be there in the first place, that we've built our lives upon. We've built our lives around. You know? And that's why a lot of people are going through some shit right now, because they are not in they're not fully present in who they are. And a lot of things that they're clinging to are being ripped away from them because it's not of source. It's not of the truth. It's built and it's created, and it's only there because of fear. Fear of being in who they really are, being who we really are. The divine source is not playing with our asses no more. Your ass need to get your ass in line, and you need to figure out who you are on a bigger level, because you're more than your body. And it's funny how people out here that are so they're obsessed with God and Jesus Christ. And when you have a righteous person, an illuminated person in front of you with these immaculate gifts, and they are demonstrating to you what Jesus was and what his purpose was in front of their eyes, they don't recognize it. They devote their entire life to this man, and when they see it in somebody, because Jesus is our brother, Jesus was preparing us and preparing people that were more dumb than us, didn't have the technology that we had, did not understand what they was witnessing with Jesus. We have the technology. We have the intelligence. We have more understanding of the unbelievable. And you have people that are embodying skills and a presence like Jesus, that are like Jesus. And the people that believe and devote their lives to Jesus, they want to throw rocks at you. It doesn't make any sense. And those people are being chastised right now as well. It don't matter if you read the Bible or go to church. Because you should be able to see God. You should be able to see the divine in people. Even if you don't understand it, you should be able to recognize it. Be able to receive and understand and allow yourself to see from source. But good luck out there, everybody. Because things are about to get a little bit wild. But if you've been doing what you were supposed to be doing, and you have created a stronger connection to your spirit, who you are as a soul, you're going to start reaping the rewards from that in your physical reality, because so within, so without, as above, so below. Okay, it comes from the inside first. Yes, your intuition's being strengthened. Yes, your connection to your heart, and your heart is leading you everywhere you need to be, around the people you need to be. It's not going to be as hard and difficult as it was before, because things are shifting and things are going to get better for people who have been doing work on levels that they weren't told and they weren't explained to that they were going to be doing work on, because of how advanced they are as a soul and as a spirit. Because they don't want you to be connected to your soul and in your spirit. They want to feed off of that energy, and they want you to be in fear, so that they can create technology off of the energy that they're feeding from the masses, that keeps everybody asleep and disconnected from source. So we're disempowered, and we're asleep, and we're dormant, and we're reliant, and we're submissive, and we don't know who we are. And we're detached from other people, and we think other people are the enemy, instead of the people that we're paying our tax dollars to create these weapons to go against us, to be used against us. So, I mean, do with that what you will. The divine was not about to let me not make this video, so it's for a couple of you out there. I just like to add, whenever my voice starts shaking, it's just a symptom of me connecting to source and it being really powerful and opening up my throat chakra, because before I wasn't the type to just be on YouTube and be using my voice and expressing my thoughts and my opinions and sharing my insight. It's starting to really open my throat chakra up, and it's strengthening it and moving those energies that were keeping my throat really closed and clenched in. It's opening that up, and it makes my voice shake. It's not that I'm emotional, it's just that my voice is really channeling and is receiving really powerful and really strong connection from source. You know, it's like, it's basically letting you know that a higher force is basically working with my voice and working with my throat chakra. So I have to move out of the way, and you know, that's when my voice starts to shake. Also, the divine wanted me to create this gateway for anybody who needs this video for whenever they need to, you know, pull the energy from this video for whatever they may need to channel or help them to move into another or higher divine dimensional frequency, or wherever they are on their path or their journey to sync with and attune to, or just connect with, because the divine provides me energy to be connecting to then share through the camera for whoever needs it, so that it can be a portal, a gateway for people who are accessing this video. So thank you for watching this video, exercising this energy and becoming more familiar with it, so that we can all be more open and available to receiving that within our bodies, and keeping our energy for ourselves, so that we are not as drained and these changes don't really take a toll on our vitality, because they can, and they are doing it to people who aren't aware of what I just said. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Tell me how you feel about this video, how it resonates with you, your thoughts. I'd love to see it. Share this video with anyone you feel. My name is Sydney, and this is Gotham Healing Insight.